What's up, you guys? It's your girl, looking like I just walked out of a Hunter S. Thompson novel. Where are all of my bookworms at? Holla! Let's read some energy. Ancestors of a High Flight Light, what's going on? Okay, I feel like somebody is opening their hearts. And, wow, this is some really weird energy. I know the reading that I did before this was about a narcissistic mother. And I have justice in kind of like a sideways position. And the message that I'm receiving is that, well, basically dealing with narcissistic parents is really not an easy situation. Because as someone who is divinely protected, karmic happens immediately for you, or karma. Did I say karmic? Karma happens immediately for you in most cases, like against other people. Does that make sense? Gosh, oof. Maybe I need my glasses back on, or maybe I'll take my hat off. I was outside. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, for those people who are in tune and in flow with in the flow of the universe, for people who are divine channels, which was the case for the reading before this, a lot of times karmic justice happens immediately, okay? If it's somebody within our family dynamic, our family unit, especially if you're an empath, you kind of want to avoid like karma from hurting a family member, okay? Because as an empath, you can feel that, all right? And it's like a slippery slope. Anyways, I feel like there was some bad luck coming towards somebody, all right? We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse position, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. But that bad luck is no longer moving towards this person. I'm going to assume again that it's a karmic narcissistic mother, okay? And the Justice card just landed sideways like this, and to me, it's indicating that it's like this justice, this karma was put on hold, which is good because, I mean, you know, you want people to go through the lessons of their lessons, but you also, if you can help it, you don't want it to, there are other ways of doing things, okay? And, especially with like family members and things like that. That's why I think that no contact with narcissists and narcissistic parents, and especially, it can be really good, because if they continue to make mistake after mistake after mistake, and then they're essentially hurting themselves, and as an empath you can feel that as well, okay? I feel like somebody has kind of gotten out of like somebody's feeling more inspired, and I almost feel like this shift in perspective is essentially making it so that this parent is not a dark empath, is what I'm gathering, okay? This is somebody who, and again, with family members and things like that, they're connected to our DNA, so it's much easier for them to be able to, like, for lack of a better word, fuck with us, okay? Because they have a connection, all right? I mean, we're linked by blood and DNA, okay? So, someone has been stuck in their head. So there was a lot of pain that was making somebody stuck in their head. And again, I really believe that this has to do with the reading that I did before this, and if you haven't already seen that, you should check it out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. So like with this Three of Swords here, which landed sideways, I'm going to show you the image. Man, this is deep. This is so deep. There's a lot of messages coming through. It's almost like somebody was hurting you and trying to cut off your wings, okay? But you're not going to let them do that, all right? And it's almost like, again, like I said, in hurting you, they were hurting themselves, which was also hurting you, okay? So I'm definitely feeling like this was a family member of sorts, okay? But I feel like you are, I feel like you're coming out of this, okay? What else? Spirit. This is a really good reading. Yeah, death. Okay, we've got the death card. So this is the end of a cycle. All right. Definitely check out the reading that I did before this. You guys, I feel like it will resonate. There were a lot of things that I think will, that are linked to this reading as well. And for the life of me right now, I can't remember what I was going to say in reference to that reading. But anyways, whoever this parent is, they were getting in the way of your work just basically by making you feel insecure, you know, guilting or pulling that, you know, parent card. You know, I've been around longer than you are. In the video that I did previous to this one, you know, one of the examples that I used was tectonic plates. Albert Einstein did not believe in tectonic plates. You know, originally when they were studying tectonic plates, now we know that tectonic plates are a real thing because we have the tools to be able to measure these things, and things are always changing, all right? Belief systems are always becoming outdated as we're learning more. So, I definitely feel like, yeah, I almost feel like this parent, I feel like this is a parent who's a karmic and they don't even know what they're doing. It's like, it's kind of sad. Like the situation is sort of sad. Because I'm seeing a parent crying and not knowing how to change. And in the reading previous to this, I also mentioned that a lot of times our parents can come down and embody this karmic energy to help us teach a lesson of strength and trying to find our true calling, okay? Because to be a divine channel, which I feel like this reading is, the reading previous to this, that is the path that this person, you are headed down, okay? But to be a channel, you have to be so very grounded in yourself that that no one can shake you. And I feel like when we can like discipline ourselves to make it so that our parents don't affect us in an emotional way, then we can become so grounded and so emotionally stable that no one can fuck with us. Okay, and that makes a very strong and very powerful channel, all right? But we have the Three of Cups here, and that's like my party card. That's like Spirit saying like, yeah, it's time to party. Things are going good, you know. Something about the Triple Goddess too. I feel like you are integrating that. You're balancing that out within yourself as well, okay? Which is just basically like the Mother, Maiden, and the Crone, okay? So it's like the Maiden is playful and fun, okay? And the Mother is, you know, nurturing, all right? But then you've got the Crone, who is very discerning and wise, all right? And I feel like you are integrating these three aspects within yourself, all right? We've got the Strength card here. You have incredible inner strength. I definitely feel like this is a feminine energy that I'm speaking to, but it could also be a masculine energy. Just take what resonates. But with the Mother, Maiden, Crone, you know, that, I mean, otherwise it could be, you know, the Holy Trinity too. Which is kind of the same thing. I definitely feel like there was, you know, a dark empath who had kind of an escapist mentality. You know, it's not easy to look at the dark sides of ourselves. So I definitely feel like this parent, this mother, has cried, you know, about this and doesn't understand, you know, why they do the things that they do. Okay. In fact, I feel like they might be a little obsessed with why they do the things that they do. They're trying to learn, but there's like a lot of ego in the way, a lot of pain, a lot of past pain. Be very careful with your energy. I feel like this parent is going through some sort of a dark night of the soul, okay? And they might not be easy to work with at this time, but that doesn't mean that, you know, just don't take anything personal is what I'm hearing. They're self-involved, and I feel like they need to be self-involved because they're looking at themselves, and they don't really know how to look at themselves because, you know, there's a lot of ego, which is the result of pain. And not being able to express that pain and release that pain. So, Two of Coins. If you are going to be encountering, you know, this parent, which, you know, Mother's Day is tomorrow, you know, just make sure that you meditate and are in a very grounded and balanced state of mind, okay? And look at everything from a higher perspective. You know, there's, at some point, we have to take our parents off of a pedestal. All right, and I feel like if you can do that, it's kind of like, yeah, this is definitely a karmic parent, okay? There's a lesson that needs to be learned here. It's a lesson of compassion. But it's also a lesson of boundaries and discernment. And compassion is incomplete if it does not include oneself. So you have to be compassionate towards yourself first. But you have to... and I feel like having compassion for oneself is also having grace in situations. So that you are not creating conflict. Because, you know, nobody wants that. Nobody wants conflict. You don't want conflict. I don't want conflict. We just, it's counterproductive, you know, although sometimes it's not easy, to do sometimes because we all have triggers, you know, we're always constantly healing. Six of Cups in the reverse position. I feel like, they're thinking, like I said, they're stuck in their head about all of the bad things that they have done. Bad, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know, take what's take what's relevant to your life. But I'll use like my mother as an example. There were some things that, you know, that my mom did growing up and said growing up, and but I, you know, and when she came to me and spoke to me about this, I thanked her. I said, because in the past I used to, you know, oh, she's gonna change, oh, you know what I mean, like, oh, you know what I mean, like, you do this cutesy little, like, I don't know, whatever. It's like, but you can't have those expectations, all right? You just have to listen, and you have to see how the information applies to your life. It's not about them, okay? It's not about, I don't know, it's like, I feel like sometimes when somebody apologizes, it's, and I think that this is ego, but when somebody apologizes, it's like, oh, they love me, or oh, it's all, you know what I don't know how to say it. Why aren't the words coming out? Doesn't matter. Yeah, anyways, I thanked her because I said to her, you know, we're all a product of society. And in this, you know, consumeristic society and this capitalism and fucking patriarchy. I mean, it is tough as fuck for women. I am just saying, like, it is not easy for women. And I commended her for, you know, for being tough, and for surviving, because it's not easy to survive in our society as a woman, and it will turn you into a narcissist, especially with the go, go, go kind of mentality. There's no room or time to heal. And I mean, we use the wage gap as an example, but women are paid less than men, and men are entitled, not all men, but most men are entitled. It's like we're in this prison of, just, I don't know, just always constantly being worried, always constantly surviving. And anyways, what I said to her was that I appreciate you for, the things that you've done, because you, I'm pretty sure that I said, I may have even told her that she was, that she had narcissistic tendencies, but I appreciated it because it gave me an early understanding of what I was walking into when I was walking into the world. Okay? So, and I feel like if you can look at it from a higher perspective like that, and be honest with yourself, I almost feel like that might even bring kind of a shift in their mentality as well, because what that does is it takes away their shame, and it makes them feel like what they did was okay. And I mean, everybody's experience is very different, okay? And I'm like, abuse is not okay, and there are things that, that happen that are, unforgivable. And if parents are not taking accountability for these things, you know what I mean? Like, this is a parent who's taking accountability, and this is how you deal with a parent who comes to you and takes accountability, okay? So just take what resonates, but it takes away that shame from the human to, which then helps them to become more positively polarized, okay? Because shame is a low vibrational energy, and shame is very easy to get caught into, and that can help, the other person heal. That's what I'm trying to say. What else, Spirit? The Lovers in the reverse position. The message that I'm receiving with this is that the parents' divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy are not equally balanced. Okay, so that happens a lot in society, especially because we live in a patriarchal society, like I said. It's, ego. Someone has an ego, and they're just coming in to feed it, probably because they were not validated. And I mean, how many women in society are not validated for the things that we deserve to be validated for? Like our work ethic, our opinions, things like that. Anyways, that's a whole nother thing. But I feel like they have too much masculine energy, and it's they don't have enough of the feminine energy, the feminine receiving and flowing. And this happens a lot in a patriarchal society, and just I think in a capitalistic society, and with consumerism and stuff like that, because we're always constantly having to survive, and not being able to receive much. I mean, oh man, I'm trying not to get too deep, but with like the whole society thing, but so let me back up a second and massage my third eye. Maybe I need my hat on again. This parent is too controlling, okay? And it's because they have been in survival mode for a very long time. And I'm not saying have sympathy for them, because you don't want to do that. But it is important to understand other people in order to understand the dynamic a little bit better, and to be able to have our hearts open around them. But like I said, you still need to have your boundaries. You still need to be able to use discernment. Your mind still needs to be sharp around these people, and this, I think, will help the dynamic heal. you can't let them walk all over you, okay? That's what I am hearing. But you also, but grace is important, all right? And it's important to open up your heart too, because especially for someone who is a divine channel, you need to have your heart open in order to be able to receive the messages of the universe that you are meant to receive, and to be able to channel the messages of the universe that you need to channel, okay? You can't do it without it. You can't do that you can't do that properly without having your heart open. And I feel like this is like somebody's full-time job. But again, like if you are no contact, like I'm not trying to tell you that you should I'm not trying to tell you that you should that you need to start talking to your parent. Like do that in your own time when you're ready, okay? I have a chakra balancing meditation that I would recommend that you guys listen to, especially if you're going to go see a narcissistic parent on Mother's Day. It might help you. I will leave a link in the description box below. Amethyst is also really good. It helps us to get out of like addictive types of mentalities. So it helps to like reprogram the brain, and it helps to stabilize us in like triggered moments and still remain intuitive. Carnelian is also good as well. I have those in my Etsy shop. I will leave a link in the description box below. Yeah, this person is, this is the same card that I pulled in the reading that I did before this. This person, you know, parent, I'm definitely getting a parent vibe here, acts spiritually superior, and you don't have to necessarily speak your truth unless if you want to. If you have the energy to do that, if you don't have the energy to do that right now, wait, all right? I mean, wait and study. That's what I do, all right? I wait, I study, I learn, I take notes, and then I know what I need to do, all right? But if you don't want to speak your truth, just remember that that things are always shifting. Beliefs are always becoming outdated. You know, we're always getting more information. And I think that if you know that, that will at least help you so that you are not triggered. And that will help you to remain emotionally grounded and emotionally stable. And we've got the World card here. This is the end of a cycle. And this is a beautiful reading. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. I feel like this is somebody who is raising their frequency and becoming stronger within themselves, and that you are breaking a generational curse. Whoo! This, I got goosebumps. This feels really, really good. And whoever you are, I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. This is phenomenal. But do it in your time. You know what's right for you. Meditate, and that is the end of the reading. So, good luck, you guys. I love you so much. And until next time, bye, guys.